This Hajime no Ippo deck revolves around the fighters of the Kamogawa Gym fighting together to take down opponents. But does it work? Well, let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Mavi here, and today I have this red Hajime no Ippo deck that revolves around being aggressive with Ippo and very defensive with Miyata. Make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. I upload daily duels and deck profiles for different anime TCGs. Alright guys, here we go. So as I mentioned, this Ippo is going to be attacking a lot, and the Miyata is going to be using events and to counterattack. Now, if you guys want to forego the video breakdown, I recommend pausing the video, heading on over to my website, mobbytcg.com. There you can get all of your deck profiles and proxies from the past, the future, and of course, this one right here. So let's talk about every single card. Starting with this Ippo, who is one of your two raid cards of the deck. So this is from the Kamogawa Gym. Has no effect here, but the trigger is add this card to your hand with 1500 attack. This is your basic zero cost attacker. Now we have Ichiro Miyata. So at the point in this anime, very beginning, the first season, this Miyata is still part of the gym. So you can see here, they are gym mates. When this card is sidelined, you get to rest an opponent's character on their front line. So Miyata likes to do some counter punching here. So if you're able to block with him, he'll be able to at least rest somebody else. He won't be able to rest the person who just attacked because they rest to attack, but you can still be a little cheeky and stop another attack coming in. It's 1500 attack, and the trigger is drawing a card instead of adding it to your hand. Now we have Ippo Makunouchi, who is Ippo's mom. This is a zero cost. When played, choose another character on your field that gains 1000 power until the end of the turn. So yeah, a little support here. The trigger here is active one character and then give them 3000 power, 500 BP. So we're running 4 of these. So we have a total of 12 zero cost cards, with Miyata and Ippo being the raid cards of the deck. Now for yet another nice support card. This is Genji Kamogawa. So this is Kamogawa Gym. They forgot to add that there. Alright, so activate is a 1 cost, activate main, switch to resting. So this is a card you want to play in the back line and stay there. Look at the top card of your deck and either leave it there or sideline it. So you want to do that in order to make sure, hey, this is a card I want to draw next turn. Or if it's something you don't care about, trash it and hopefully you get something else. Or you can have this one, you can switch to resting and give one of your characters plus 500. So we have nice characters in the back line who can go ahead and go up when needed to block. Not really good at blocking, but they're good at giving power to other characters. This Kamogawa doesn't give a lot of energy, but he's very good when you need him to be. So that's 3. Next is an event called Roadwork. This is a 1 cost. So when played, you're going to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and add up to 2 Kamogawa Gym cards and events to your hand. So this is important. So it's specifically Kamogawa cards and events. Then you place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. This is crazy strong because you get 2 cards. However, this has no trigger. Running 2 of these. Now we have Kimura, another Kamogawa Gym card. If this card is active, it gains plus 1 energy, making it a 2 energy, which is really good. The highest card in this deck is a 4 cost, and this is a nice 2500 attacker. So running 4 Kimuras. Now we have some Ippo cards. Remember, this is your raid card of the deck, and these are your 4 specials. Another Kamogawa Gym. When attacking, draw 1 and trash 1. So Ippo's really good. The more he attacks, the more you're going to be able to get some advantage here by making sure you have the cards you want in your deck and the rest can go to the trash. There is an ability with cards in the trash, so keep that in mind. The trigger here is your basic red. Choose one of your opponent's front line with 2500 or less and retire/sideline it. It says 3000 power. So we're running 4 of these. Next we have Masaru Aoki. Now check this out. These guys actually fit together in the same frame because they're buddies. Alright, so this is another support card in the back line. If there is a blue or green card on your opponent's field, you can reduce the cost by 1 red, making it a 2 red, and he gains 2 energy and a 3000 attacker. So basically, you want your Aokis and your Kimuras in the back line to support your other characters that you're going to be playing on the front line. So there you go, you're in 2 of these. Now here's your another Miyata card. Remember, he's also a raid card. So when this card is sidelined, so it has another effect, just like when this one, when sidelined. This guy likes blocking and countering. So when sidelined, you can trash 1 card to grab an event from your sideline to your hand. This is crazy good, guys. So yeah, he's an attacker, you want to go crazy, but when you need him to, go ahead and block with him, trash another card, then grab something from the sideline. You can already see one card you already have, which is going to be the road work. However, you know you have your 4 specials and your 4 finals that you can grab. So this Miyata is really crazy good. The trigger here is active a character and give it 3,000. So a lot of defense going on here. Running 4 of these. Next, it's your 4 finals. Speaking of your 4 finals, Big Mara. Do you want to know what that is? Maybe no. Anyway, the effect here is choose up to 2 of your AP cards and switch them to active. It's your basic final ability here. And this is the trigger. If you have no life, you can place the top card of your deck onto your life, making it so it heals you. So this is a card that can be grabbed. So if Miyata gets knocked out, you can go ahead and he can grab Big Mara from the sideline. Now for your raid cards. So this is Makunouchi Ippo, 4 costs. So impact. This is above the raid source. So even if you play this guy normal without raiding, he will gain impact after you restand him during your next turn. But if you raid on the Ippo, when played, sideline a character that's 4,000 or less. He comes in at 4,000. So Ippo, raiding no matter what. So it's good to just play it, honestly. Or you can KO somebody. So lots of good stuff here, just straight power. The trigger here is add this card to your hand or raid it if you have the required energy. One thing that's bad about this card is it's only 4,000 energy. If your character has something that's 4,500, well, don't worry, you can get powered up with Genji here or his mom. Alright, so that's 4 of these. Now, we're going to talk about this Mamoru Takamura card, another Kamogawa Gym. He can be grabbed by the roadwork thing. So this character is 4 costs. 1 action, not even a raid card. He is just a regular card. So once per turn, when this character attacks and it is not blocked, you draw 1 card. So if your opponent does not want to get in the way of this beast, you're going to grab a card. Then you can activate main, place 1 card from your hand to the trash. This character gains 500 and impact. Really aggressive red cards these are. However, the only bad thing is Takamura needs a turn to wind up an attack because he is not a raid card. The trigger here is active a character and also give it 3,000, yet another really good defensive card. So these are really good impact, however, they need a little bit of wind up. So running 3 of these. Now we're going to be talking about these 4 specials of the deck. This one's called Jolt Counter. So basically it costs 4 and you rest the character with 5,000 or less. Pretty bad. However, if you have a Miyata on your field, which you have a ton, then it's sideline. So 4 for carrying away 5,000 if you have a Miyata, very good. This card has a secondary effect. If this card is removed from the sideline, you may rest an opponent's frontline character. So what does that specifically mean? Once you use this, you can go ahead and rest or KO somebody. It's going to be in your sideline. Now, once it's removed from the sideline, so there's a couple of ways to do that. We saw the first one from this Ichiro Miyata. When this is sideline, you can trash a card to add an event card from your hand. When this Miyata is KO'd, you trash a card in order to grab Jolt Counter, and then this activates to rest yet another character. So you're able to get something and attack at the same time, winding you up for your turn. So it's a very powerful card. God, it's good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Now we have the last card of the deck, another Ichiro Miyata. This is a raid card, Kamogawa Gym. So it's raids on Miyatas. So during your opponent's turn, this character gains 500 BP. This deck's aggressive, but it's also very defensive with his Miyatas. Its secondary effect is when blocking or when sidelined, you can use it once per turn, because technically you can block and get sidelined in the same turn. However, one of these it'll only go off 1 time. So either the character lives or he dies. So you can attack for 4,000 during your opponent's turn, it'll be 4,500. However, the second effect, you place an event from your sideline to the bottom of your deck. If you did, choose one of your opponent's rested cards, it will not become active the next time it would do so. So, though this specifically can work with Jolt Counter, which is very crazy good. Check this out. So this is how it's supposed to work, right? So either you block and he dies or not, you go ahead and grab anything that's in the trash. Hopefully it's a Jolt Counter. So you go ahead and add Jolt Counter and you remove it, you banish it. Then when this is banished, you rest the card. Then this ability goes off because you removed 1 card. You basically stun the opponent. very strong. Now, if you end up don't using Jolt Counter, you have the other effects. Like if you already use this, you can remove it during the block. Then you choose one of the rested characters, it will not become active. So you have to be kind of careful because this effect here doesn't rest characters. You choose an already rested character. However, if they did attack, that character will most likely already be rested, so you can choose that character. The Jolt Counter allows you to rest yet another character, and you can choose to go ahead and keep that one rested, so we have some versatility there. Miyata, very good, very strong. However, he doesn't have that impact like Takamura or Ippo to end the game. But dang, 4,500 defense, that's pretty good. So that is the deck, guys. We have Miyata for all the defense, the Jolt Counter for the crazy secondary effects, the Takamura, if they don't mess with him, if they let him attack, you're going to get some really nice benefits there. Ippo for helping you attack, destroy some enemies on the board, and impact even when he's not rated. That's really good. Big Mara, Kappa. Then you have these other Miyatas here for grabbing stuff to your hand once he's KO'd. You have these Aoki for the backlines. You have these Ippos here for drawing and trashing sifting. You have these Kimuras here, also for energy backline. You have these Roadworks for finding the cards that you specifically need. Only Kamogawa Gym cards and event cards. And you have these Kamogawas, which is honestly very deceptive. This card, he really helps you sift or give a character plus 500. It can give not even just your late game cards, but your mid game cards up to 500, which is good. These cards help you early game, get your 0 cost, really great trigger, giving somebody 1,000. God, it's really good. And of course, you have your other raid cards in the form of these 0 costs, Miyatas, and these Ippo. So that's it, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. And later on today, as I'm uploading this video, I will be posting a duel featuring this Hajime no Ippo and the Naruto deck I featured earlier. If you didn't see that one, go check that one out. So there's going to be a duel featuring that. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.